Hello, Geminis, and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot reading for May 27th through June 2nd of 2019. Alrighty, my lovely Geminis, so happy birthday to all my Geminis that are celebrating their birthdays, okay? And I'm back from vacation, so I will be taking readings again, so if you want to book a private reading, all the information is right below this video in the description box, okay, guys? Thank you, my lovely Geminis, for all of your support. And if you haven't, guys, please make sure to like, to share, and to subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate all the shares and subscribes. They really help out. And I love getting to connect with all of you. So, oh, sorry. As I said that, like a bug just like flew right almost into my eye. So I apologize for like stuttering there. Anyways, Gemini. This is for Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. As you know, it cannot and it will not resonate with all of you, and that's okay. Check out your other placements for your weeklies and monthlies, and let's see what the Bosch Tarot here has to say for your general and spiritual messages for the week. General can end up being career, family relationships, friendships, whatever comes through for you, really, from Spirit here. Okay, so our general energy for the week, what might be happening generally. Anything else that Spirit wants you to know. Okay, Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. May 27th through June 2nd. Queen of Wands. King of Cups. This is popping out here. Knave of Pentacles. Again, this is my Hieronymus Bosch Tarot. Alright, let's see. There's one more here. Ooh, the Empress. Interesting. You guys have four very significant kind of like people energies here. Court. Well, not so much court because we also have the Empress. You have three court cards and an Empress here. So there is a lot of people that are involved in your life right now. And I feel like that's been coming up for you guys for a while. All throughout May. It just felt very busy for you guys. You had a lot going on. A lot of people that were interested in you, wanted something from you, were trying to contact you. So it could be still a very busy time right now, but as you guys are entering your season, it feels like you're able to really differentiate, you know, what do we want here? And do we need all these relationships? And, you know, what really floats our boat here? What do we want to put the energy into? And I think a lot of you guys are focusing somewhere in between money and love. But again, there seems to be a heavy focus on pushing forward with money aspects, with manifesting some things and working on some things we've been trying to manifest here. So let's get some clarifiers, okay? Let's clarify the Queen of Wands, King of Cups here. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a lot of... It definitely feels like you guys are trying to complete some type of balancing act here this week. There just seems to be a lot. I just feel like you guys are very busy. Like every time you turn your head, there's something else going on here. The Star, clarify what the Empress and the Knave of Pentacles are talking about here for Geminis this week. What did they bring up in terms of energy, situations? Eight of Pentacles reverse. I actually really like this. Okay, so let's talk about what these cards here are saying, because they are interesting, and you definitely have a lot of people that are trying to possibly, I feel like, trying to jump on your boat right now, Gemini, if that makes sense to you. You might be being kind of successful or giving off a more successful energy right now. You know, it is your season, so it's kind of like your two sides are deciding together what they want. One side might, you know, one half of you is like going for something, and the other half of you is like, do I really want that? Am I doing that? I don't know, but okay. So you're kind of like almost asking yourself here, do I want this? Do I want that? You know, one side of you might be going for one thing, one side of you might be going for another thing. We might need to kind of almost compromise, honestly, like with ourselves and what we really want here, okay? So, when you see the Queen of Wands, she's usually a very, not like, I don't want to say domineering, but very upfront, almost kind of a forceful attitude here. Very much, I always kind of see her as an Aries woman, being very forceful, very to the point, having a lot of energy, pushing things forward, you know, telling people what's what here, commanding, you know, the situation here, being in charge, a leadership kind of energy here. You know, and it's in this deck it's called the Pupil. To learn without understanding brings no benefits. So that with the Two of Pentacles, that's such an interesting little energy there. I really like that. To me, it feels like, especially because the Two of Pentacles here is repose, that which one is obtained must now be enjoyed. What have you learned? What have you learned over the past couple months? Or what have you learned in Taurus season, really, is what I'm saying. And especially so during that Scorpio full moon. What came out then? I feel like maybe you realized some things here. Maybe you wanted to learn some things here. We've learned some lessons here, but we need to understand that these lessons are. And with the Two of Pentacles, you know, what we've obtained knowledge-wise, what we've obtained, I want to say, I really do feel like this kind of resonates for me as, like, you know, Scorpio full moon time, Taurus season. Whatever you learned, whatever you obtained during that time, you're like, okay, where do I go with this now? You know? Now we can sit with this energy, we can understand it. And it feels like for a lot of us, it's emotional intelligence and knowing, you know, almost, for me, it almost feels like it's like not so much a combination, that's not the word I'm looking for, but, you know, how does our emotional self and our more business and work-minded self kind of intermingle? Where, you know, does one end and the other begin, and can they kind of work together here instead of being so split? I don't know why I'm getting that as a specific message for some of you guys. Maybe it's because I see the Queen of Wands, the King of Chalices, and there is, you know, what have we learned here in terms of emotional intelligence, in terms of, you know, what we want to do now? Where do we want to go with this energy, with what we've learned? Because again, the King of Cups, I always say the Knight of Cups, is experience. One who has experienced much, has understood, and is now able to share his experience with others. So there has been a lot of learning, a lot of growth here. What do you want to do with it? Some of you guys, I feel like, want to translate your experiences, even life experiences, your stories, onto paper. You want to write them down. You want to do something with that. You want to perform them. You want to put it into art. There's stories that you guys want to tell, or things that you have learned that you want to show the world now. And the star at the bottom of the deck here is an amazing card to have for this. You know, the beauty of the whole firmament can be contained in a detail, the infinite. So how will you show what you've learned here in the details? It's like you guys are trying to figure out, how can I, especially if you're a creative, I'm getting those Geminis that are creatives, that are writers, that are artists, we want to start on some new projects here. We want to show people, even in the small details of what we're creating, what we're putting out there, what we're saying, what we're doing, you know, how much we've really learned, how much we've grown. You know, we've learned some things here. What do you want to do with it? What do you want to do with how much you've grown, how much of a master you've become at whatever it is that you do? How do you want to communicate it? And you want to do it in a heartfelt way so that it reaches people, okay, emotionally, and in, you know, within their heart, their eyes. So again, if you're a visual artist, a writer, you're going to be trying to hit people in the hearts right now. And the Knave of Pentacles is one of my absolute favorite cards in this deck here. He is resources. Create that which you do not have. Know how to abandon that which you have. So, yeah, we've learned some lessons here. Sometimes when I do see the Two of Pentacles, remember when I was saying juggling in the beginning? Some things that we've learned, we don't need to carry with us. We can now drop that and move on. We don't need to be, you know, doing 10 projects at once here. What projects work? What things here are working out, and what things are no longer necessary? It's time to focus on those things that work and those things that we want to grow with, the things that we want to put out there, instead of holding on to it all. If you find yourself juggling, it seems to me that some commitments can really be dropped, especially with that Eight of Pentacles reverse. The Eight of Pentacles reverse is commitment. One's own desires may become a greater load to bear than any chain. So, again, when that's reversed, you know, you're dropping some of these commitments. You're dropping the ones that have become a greater load to bear, that have become too much for you, that really aren't giving you what you need. And then we see the Empress. And the Empress is just such an awesome card here. The perfect bride, like the ideal mother, is not a servant, but rather she is a queen. And her heart must beat with her own desires and not with those of others, the mother. So what is your truth? You guys might be juggling some other people's truths, but now is the time here where you can go out and you can put out whatever it is that you want here, Gemini. This is your time to shine, to stop carrying the commitments and the situations that you don't need to. This is the time to manifest, to start doing whatever it is you've been trying to do. What means something to you? What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to put out there, and why? And it has to come from that place of meaning and not from that place of how much money will I make and I've already committed to this. This is like star power. We have the star and the Empress here. And to me, this is the light at the end of a long tunnel of manifesting, because you guys are really starting something new here. But we have to be willing, again, to see what we're juggling that is holding us back from getting there. Because your underlying energy here is the star. And at the end of the week, we find ourselves at this Empress position, which is an ideal situation, an ideal manifestation, which is amazing, guys. So, beautiful energy, Geminis. And again, happy birthday to those of you who are celebrating. And Geminis, if you want to book a private reading with me, all that information is below this video in my description box. along with my Twitter and my Instagram if you want to check out my stuff there. I will be actually through Teespring releasing, I'll be releasing some designs that I have myself illustrated that I'm going to be putting out there for you guys to get on shirts and stickers and stuff. So keep an eye out for that. It'll just be under the videos as soon as I can get that stuff out. I have a background in art, so I'm really excited to kind of bring these things together and show you guys what I've been making and what I want to continue to make here. So amazing. All right, Geminis, let's go to love. Let's talk about love. And actually, before we talk about love, I always almost forget the Halloween oracle, but let's get a message from Spirit for you guys for the week. A message from Spirit, advice from Spirit, from your higher selves, for my Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh my gosh. Wow, this one came out and like kind of flung itself out there. Eternal love. Love is love is love, and it transcends physical death. So, hold on one second. Okay. It's going to be an eternal war with me versus this fly today, I can already tell. Eternal love, but this is the only love card in this deck, so that's amazing, guys. This is my Stacey DeMarco Halloween Oracle. Alright, so, should you choose this card, you are being reminded that love is the most powerful force in the universe. It is more powerful than death itself. Love lingers. It leaves its own legacy, and we should be aware of this every day that we live. For those that are ready for and desiring of a partner, it also indicates that a significant love is close at hand and to be ready to open up to this new experience. To me, this also talks about, I think some of you who have had loved ones that have passed on, people that really support you, that always had your back, maybe parents, maybe siblings, maybe friends even, or even somebody that just really was a great mentor to you. Know that these people are on the other side and are rooting for you right now, that they have you, you know, and they're saying, you know, this is what you're supposed to do. Go for it. This is your eternal love. We have eternal love for you, and you can take this love and create with it, okay? It also to me says that some of you guys really are, if you are looking for love and you've been having love on the mind here and we are meeting some new people, we have an amazing partner that's come in here. Maybe you know, a transcendental like change in our life through a love partner here. We have a perfect partner coming in, maybe a soulmate or a twin flame or something for some of you. And again, don't get too hung up on the words, but this is beautiful romantic love and an amazing connection here. So some of you guys, and it, you know, you guys have been on everyone's mind, Geminis. Everybody's been trying to like get at you in terms of love, honestly, lately. So I think you guys know what that's about. And that some of you guys actually do have some partners that are, you know, worth it in your mind that are coming in here, but you have to decide that, okay? All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's look at love. Love. And you know I always do general. I don't really like to focus on singles or couples, but the general energy of love, okay? Energy of love for my Geminis. If you guys want me to do singles and couples readings for the monthlies, or like doing like a monthly like singles, couples, love reading, let me know in the comments below. I've been thinking about it. Always open to making changes with the channel and doing different things, so let me know. All right, Geminis, love. Five of Pentacles. So we might be, yeah, feeling quite alone in the beginning of the week here. Let's see what else comes in for love. Oof, the Emperor came out very forcefully. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is going on? These cards are flying out. We get the Three of Rods and the Ace of Swords. All of your cards. Like, man, why they just all flew out. These ones just jumped down on the floor like that. So we're going to take them, okay? Interesting energy this week, but I do feel that there is such a difference between that Five of Pentacles and that Ace of Swords there. What a shift in energy. This is clarity. This is triumph, overcoming, getting to where we want to be, seeing things progress that we've wanted to see progress through mutual work and determination, you know, working with a partner, working, you know, with others, you know, communicating with others. And I'm not saying like you guys have to be working together, but I mean working together as in like in compromise and talking and trying to see like a way through this. You know, we're putting in efforts so that we can see this relationship or relationship situation unfold positively. We're taking, you know, our power here. Or again, there might be a very significant Aries or a fire sign, maybe even a Scorpio. Sometimes I see the Emperor as a kind of a Scorpio energy. But overall, there is a dominant masculine energy here, and whether that be yours or somebody else's, it is helping you kind of overcome the situation here and see through it. Whatever relationship situation. I think for a lot of us, it's, you know, where is this going and how do we communicate about this? I feel distant from you. Five of Pentacles. And we get the Seven of Cups reversed. Perfect. So yeah, we're figuring out some confusion here. So if you guys had a lot of options, and again, like I was saying earlier, again, I feel like a lot of people have been interested in you. So for those Geminis who have been, you know, you guys might be single, but you're, you know, there's a lot of people interested in you, and you're like, I don't even know who's who. I don't know which person is right for me. It to me feels like, because it's almost like you guys are lonely, you're wanting to keep all these people out. Everyone's trying to get you in, but it's like you'd rather take the cold walk in the snow here. You'd rather go through a spiritual journey, and you have been. And now is the time where you're like, okay, time for me to sift through all these suitors here. Like, what do you, oh my god, what's her name? Why can't I? Don't make fun of me, guys. I mean, correct me in the comments below it. Odysseus's wife. God, is it Cassandra? I think I'm wrong. I think that's not her, but I could be wrong. Anyways, I know that all the suitors, when he's off on the Odyssey, they're like, she gets all these suitors, and she's like, I don't want to deal with any of them. And that's kind of how it's been for you guys. You're like, can I just say no to all of you, and you could all leave for now because I'm not ready for this? But here with the Seven of Cups reversed, you now know what you're looking for in a relationship. This spiritual moment of silence, or, you know, taking the time that you've needed for yourself here, whether you be in a relationship or not, has led you to make some important, you know, decisions here, some important conclusions. You've realized something here. You know, we're becoming a lot more determined. We have tenacity here. We're realizing, you know, what we need and what we have to do, and, you know, what it is that we want. And if we were confused, that confusion is falling away, and we're getting something here. We're taking our own power back here. We're, you know, putting on the coat of responsibility and saying, no, I'm ready for this now. Maybe I wasn't before, but there is such a shift in energy there. Wow. Interesting. I feel like that's like when, again, we have the moon actually going into Aries, starting on the 28th, which is Tuesday. So, and it's staying in there through actually Friday when it moves into Taurus. So it could be that there's, again, this Aries moon energy is helping you to make some important strides forwards, to communicate, to say what needs to be said, to do what needs to be done here, to see things the way that you've needed to. To clarify, the Emperor and the Three of Rods. Yeah, King of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Three of Rods and Ace of Swords for love for my Geminis. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, if you guys have been juggling, and again, this is coming up so strong for those Geminis who have been, you know, dating around, or have been trying to juggle some couple people here, or been like, I don't really know what I want, I don't know who to choose, and it's not like you guys are trying to be a player, but like you just don't know what you want. You haven't known what you wanted, and people are like, God, Gemini is such a player. They're always like this way or that way, and people always come at Geminis, like on Twitter, on Instagram, on everything, and I don't want to laugh because I do think it's a little bit funny because actually my Vedic rising is Gemini, and I totally get it. So I get your energy 100%, but there is, and it's not your fault. You guys are, you know, it's okay. You're allowed to decide, so don't feel like you're, you know, if there's an earth sign that's especially, you know, a Taurus, or even a Virgo or a Capricorn that's, you know, being a bit greedy with your energy here, you're kind of like, listen, like, if you want to see things progress here, we have to be willing to make some changes. We have to overcome some things here. You may even decide that you don't want to be with this person because they're trying to own you, you know, trying to covet you, trying to have you for themselves, and that's not something that you want right now. You're like, no, I'd rather do something else here. Maybe we can take it a step back here. If you're going to be like this, let's take it a step back. So you guys are, again, it doesn't have to be an earth sign, but if there might be somebody there's an underlying energy of like, I want to covet you, I want to own you, Gemini, I want to have you, and it's like you guys are not into that energy right now, and I don't feel like this is your underlying energy so much as it is whoever it is that you're dealing with. And whether you're in a relationship or not, you know, communicating about it and seeing a different way forward here, because whenever I see three rods, we've done the other two rods here, we need to find a way collaboratively here, a new path forward, okay? And then we will see our ships come in, our proverbial ships come in. We're going to see things progress the way we want them to. But we have to be willing to make some changes here in overcoming this situation. So, beautiful energy for love this week, whether you be single or coupled. Very powerful, Gemini. Let's get a romance angel oracle card, or a few here. Okay. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For love. And we get let go of control issues. Yeah, allow the situation to unfold naturally. And then what else are we getting for love? Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So yeah, guys, take the steps, you know, let go of the control issues. You can't control your feelings. You can't control the other halves of your personality. So it's best to just not and to make the effort in terms of love. Follow your heart. Great love, oh my God. Great lurf is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Great love. Okay, Geminis, I guess I'm done now. Alrighty, so I hope that was a helpful reading for you guys. What is with me today? I can't, like, say, and I can't pronounce any word right today, I guess, but that's okay. Good luck this week, guys. If you want to book a private reading, all the information is below this video in my description box. Be sure to share and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next week. And actually, I will be putting out the monthlies, which will be a little bit shorter this month. I'm doing things a little bit differently, so I don't know. I always think it's fun. So anyways, keep an eye out for the monthlies. Those should be out tomorrow and the next day. And I am putting out a crystal series video this week as well. So thank you guys. A lot of big announcements. I might just make an announcement video. But have a blessed week, my Geminis.